students, how are you? Today again we are going to discuss class 10 trigonometry. It is CBSE, RBSE, ICSE, IGCSE. All syllabus topics will be covered. Okay. So now mainly in this trigonometry we are going to discuss what is trigonometric ratios, what is trigonometric ratios of some particular angles, trigonometric identities, trigonometric ratios of complementary angles, heights and distances. So what is meaning of that means here trigonometric ratios means we are going to discuss what is sin theta, what is cos theta, what is tan theta, what is cot theta, what is cosine theta, what is sec theta. This we are going to discuss. Means the definitions of trigonometric ratios. And second one, trigonometric ratios of some particular angles. So it is like sin 0, sin 30, sin 45, sin 60, sin 90. Same method, cos and tan and cot, cosec, means particular values how to find that trigonometric ratios we are going to discuss. Next, trigonometric identities. What are the identities? Sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Secant square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1. Cosec square theta minus cot square theta is equal to 1. So, about that trigonometric identities we are going to discuss. Trigonometric ratios of complementary angles means sin of 90 minus theta how much, cos of 90 minus theta how much, tan of 90 minus theta how much, and so on. Okay. Then last and final applications of this trigonometry, that is nothing but heights and distances. So how to find the height of a pole, how to find height of a wall, height of the mountain, height of the tree, and so on by using the trigonometric ratios. And the distance between two objects, how can we find by using this trigonometry? Okay. So now first we are going to discuss the introduction of this trigonometry. Okay. Okay. Now we are going to discuss what is introduction for this trigonometry. Okay. So before going to this, so what is it here? Trigono. Trigono is nothing but triangle. Okay, and metry is nothing but measurement. So what is trigonometry means? Basically it's another branch of mathematics which deals with triangle measurement. Meaning of that, so here the relation between triangle sides and angles and the corresponding ratios. Okay. So it deals with what? So it deals with measurement of angles and the problems allied with angles. Okay. So that is about trigonometry. Now we are going to discuss about trigonometric ratios. Okay. Trigonometric ratios. So let me write here, draw this total trigonometry deals with right angled triangle. Okay. And now let me draw a right angled triangle. So it's a right angled triangle. Now I'll take this as theta and this A, B, C. Okay. So now whichever is there, so vertically whichever that was there, that we need to think as y, and this will be the x. So why this x and y means, if I draw coordinate axis, then what will happen here? So if I draw here triangle, right angle triangle, and it is A, and this side I think B, and this side I think C, then this part is x and this part is y. Same thing only I was written here. Now from this we need to derivate the ratios. Okay. So now first ratio, sin theta is equal to, so you need to check opposite side upon hypotenuse. So then what is hypotenuse means? Whichever right angle opposite, whichever is there, that is called as hypotenuse. Okay. So now, what is sine theta? Sine theta is nothing but opposite side. So that is OS I am writing, and we will write the opposite side upon your hypotenuse. Another also is there, opposite side, other name is, so now you can check here, what is this opposite to this theta? AB. And this is called as a perpendicular also. So now opposite side place you can write perpendicular upon hypotenuse. Okay, so that is equal to, what is perpendicular? What is perpendicular here? Theta oppositely, what is there? Y. So write here y upon hypotenuse. You are finding this AC is nothing but your hypotenuse. So we can write hypotenuse means, so we'll write only hypotenuse. So that I may think as small h. So this hypotenuse I am thinking as small h. So y upon h. So now we are going to another one. What is cosine theta? Cosine theta. Cosine means whichever the base is there that you have to take, and then hypotenuse. So meaning of that here we can write. So this is your adjacent side upon hypotenuse. Another name of adjacent side is nothing but base upon hypotenuse. So this, what is base I am thinking here? X. So that x upon h. Clear now? Same method we are going to write about tangent theta. Tangent theta. And then we are going to write cosecant theta. And then we are going to write secant theta. And then still we are going to write cotangent theta. Okay, so we are going to write what is tangent theta, cosecant theta, secant theta, and then cotangent theta. So let me know what is first tangent theta. Tangent theta is nothing but opposite side upon adjacent side. So we can write here opposite side upon adjacent side. So what is opposite side? So you know that opposite side is nothing but perpendicular. What is adjacent side? Other name base. So what is perpendicular here? Perpendicular is y and base is nothing but x. So that right here y upon x. Clear now? Same method now. What is cosecant theta? Cosecant theta, again it is nothing but your hypotenuse upon perpendicular. So it is opposite to the sine theta. Means, so reciprocal of sine theta. So we can write here hypotenuse upon opposite side. So what is hypotenuse? Is nothing but h. What is your opposite side? Opposite side other name is perpendicular. So that is nothing but hypotenuse means h. What is perpendicular? Perpendicular is nothing but here y. So that h upon y. So same manner can you tell about secant theta? Secant theta is nothing but it is hypotenuse upon, it is opposite to cos theta, or we can say cosine theta, but when you are writing you need to write as a cos theta. So now this cosine theta opposite means hypotenuse upon adjacent side. So write that adjacent side. So what is hypotenuse? H. What is adjacent side? Another name, that is nothing but base. So that is hypotenuse, h means h only. So what is your base here? X. So that write as x. So then cotangent theta is nothing but opposite to the tangent theta. Opposite to the tangent theta. So what can I write? Adjacent side upon opposite side. So adjacent side another name is, we can call it as base, and opposite side another name is, it is perpendicular. So now what is base here? Base is nothing but here x, and perpendicular is nothing but y. So x upon y. So if you want, I'll write here, this is called as adjacent side, or it is base. Another one, it is opposite side, or it is, what we can call this as, perpendicular. Okay, so you have to remember this. Now when you are writing this sine theta, we can write as sine theta. When you are writing this cosine theta, you can write cos theta. When you are writing tangent theta, you can write as tan theta. And when you are writing this cosecant theta, we can write as cosec theta. And when you are writing secant theta, we can write it as sec theta. When you are writing cotangent theta is cot theta. So these are the basic ratios you should remember. Okay, before going to this chapter, students, these are very important points. This you have to remember. Then only we are going to solve some problems of this trigonometric ratios. Okay, right. Now one problem so that you can understand how to, which kind of questions they will ask in your examination about this trigonometric ratios. Okay, right. Okay, so I said to you in examination which kind of questions they will ask. So you just check carefully now. This is one of the example. If sine A is equal to 8 upon 17, find other trigonometric ratios. These kind of questions will expect in your board examination about trigonometric ratios. Okay, this is for all boards. It is CBSE, RBSE, ICSE and IGCSE. Okay, so now first what we need to do, what is you know about sine A? So first draw a triangle ABC. So let me draw now. So I will write here A, B, C. Now wherever A is there, this I need to find. So means this is your angle. So now sine A means opposite to A, whatever is there, that is called as opposite side. And then whichever right angle opposite is there, that is your hypotenuse. Now sine A is equal to what they given? 8 upon 17. Correct? So then what we need to do is this is equal to, so you know the ratio of sine A. What is sine theta formula? Check carefully. Perpendicular upon hypotenuse. So means that is nothing but opposite side upon hypotenuse. So now this opposite side upon hypo. So now what is opposite side here? 8. But we cannot write 8 because, so 8 directly we cannot take, so we need to take some constant. Let me think opposite side is 8k. Same method now, your hypotenuse is nothing but what? 17k. Here opposite side 8k you need to write. So because all these we cannot write as 8 because it is ratio. Because of that reason we need to write opposite side is 8k and hypotenuse is what is corresponding here? 17. That's what you need to write as a 17k. Now you know that Pythagoras rule. What is Pythagoras or PGR rule? It says that hypo square is equal to opposite side square plus adjacent side square. Okay, so now opposite side you know, hypotenuse you know, what you don't know? So you don't know adjacent side, so you need to find adjacent side. So what is formula for adjacent side now? Adjacent side is equal to square root of hypo square minus opposite side square. How it is? Here plus opposite side square is there, go to that side, minus opposite side square, and here square is there, go to that side, square root you are going to get. Okay. So now, what is your hypotenuse square here? 17k. So write here 17k whole square minus, what is your opposite side here? 8k. So write here 8k whole square. Now AB whole power m form. So you can write A power m and B power m. Meaning of that, this square give to both. So what will happen? 17 square into k square minus 8 square into k square. So that is nothing but square root of, what do you know about 17 square? 17 square is nothing but 17 into 17, that is nothing but 289. So here k square is there, right, as it is k square. What is 8 square? 64 k square. So now think this k square as chocolate. Okay, so then 289 chocolates minus 64 chocolates, how much you will get? So you write here 289, 64, remove these many chocolates in that. So 9 minus 4, 5, 8 minus 6, 2, and here 2, 225. So here chocolate, and this is also chocolate, and this is also chocolate. So 289 chocolates place 64 chocolates are here distributed. How many left means 225 chocolates. If you are feeling difficult about k square, that you need to think as a chocolate and then solve it. So now how much you will get when you subtract it? 225 k square. So write here square root of 225 k square. Okay? Have you understood up to here? So now what is 225? So now what I will do is root give to both. So that means root 225 root k square. So now what is square root of 225? Is nothing but 15 square. So then write here square root of 15 square into square root of k square. You know that square and root get cancelled. Here also square and root get cancelled. What do you get? 15k. So now you got adjacent side as 15k. So now you need to write other trigonometric ratios. How to write? You already know formulas. What is now? Cos theta is nothing but adjacent side upon hypotenuse. What is your adjacent side if you want? 15k upon hypotenuse is 17k. So k cancel, what will you get? 15 upon 17. Anyway, I will write here this all. You just observe carefully now. I know that you will remember this, what is sine theta. So actually sine total you need to write sine theta. But when you are writing as a short, sine theta. Cosine theta, cos theta. Please just rub this part and I will complete all the trigonometric ratios. Okay? So very simple question and simple solution to this. Okay. So now, what is now? Tell to me what is sine theta. So I will write here sine A already is there. So which ratios I need to find? Cos A, sec A. So now I will write first sec A and find. What is sec A? So check now. Sec theta is nothing but hypotenuse upon adjacent side. What is hypo here? So anyway, first I will write that hypo upon. So you are finding adjacent side. What is my hypo here? Hypotenuse is nothing but 17k. Right here 17k. What is adjacent side in this place? You found here 15k. Write that 15k. K get cancelled. What you are going to get? 17 upon 15. Okay? Same method. Now what is remaining other ratios? So I will write now cos A. What is cos A here? Adjacent side upon hypotenuse. Right here adjacent side upon hypo. So adjacent side means you just observe. Adjacent side is nothing but what do you know? 15k. What is your hypotenuse? 17k. K cancel. What you are going to get? 15 upon 17. So same method. Now tell to me what about tan A? So tan A means what do you know? Opposite side upon adjacent side. What is opposite side here? Opposite side is nothing but 8k and adjacent side is nothing but 15k. K cancel. What you are going to get? 8 upon 15. Same method. What is cot theta? Means cot theta means here theta is A, so that write cot A. So cot A is equal to adjacent side upon opposite side. What is adjacent side here? 15k. What is opposite side? 8k. K get cancelled. You are going to get 15 upon 8. So now sec A, cos A, tan A, cot A, then what?